What's up, Pan Dudes? Peter from Panda. Hey, just want to check out another really cheap watch. Again, this sucker's about 20 bucks. I ordered it. Is this one is by a brand called YouYouPifa, I believe. So cool, fun name. Certainly not a high-end watch by any means, but it is looks like a bracelet. The whole thing is roughly the kind of the same width all the way around. The face is supposedly LED lit, and it tells you the time by these two rows of lit hash marks. It's supposed to kind of just be a sleek looking watch in that it looks more like a bracelet all the way around, and kind of looks like Jordy's visor. One of the things I can tell you just right off the bat about the construction is that it's pretty cheap. I looked at some other cheap watches like the U.S. Polo Association watches, which were anywhere in the $20 or $30 range. And there's actually, to me, a pretty big difference between watches in the $20 or $30 range versus watches in the $15, $20 range. No surprise, because they have to make them cheap. It has a deployment clasp here with pusher releases, but everything about this screams a little bit. Let's see, it's got some plastic on there to protect this ultra high finish. I guess I can't fault it for being too much of a piece of junk, but even the plastic is really hard to get off. But I can tell you that the shiny parts, it's just like a painted finish. I mean, it's like buying a transformer, and the chrome portion of the Optimus Prime is not going to be metal, and it's certainly not going to be a real high-end reflectivity. You can see that there are like some air bubbles in the black paint right there. You can see the waviness in the chrome-like materials. These screws are simply just molded in, but you want to know how the sucker works, and that's really all I wanted to see too, because it's kind of this high design type of style. This top button will turn it on, and the lights will flash. It'll cycle all the way through, kind of like starting up a Corvette, and then these lights tell you the time. It's not going to stay on for very long, and then it cycles off like a Cylon. So on this side, these numbers here are going to tell you the hours. If this light next to the AM is lit up, it's AM, and if this little bar lights up by the D for whatever reason, it's PM. And that'll give you the hour. And then on this side, they've got the minutes in 10-minute increments. So let's say it lights up to and I think I've actually set this to say 7:30-ish to the third line here. That's the 30. And then these individual numbers here, which go all the way up to 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 are the individual minutes. So if I hit this, now it tells me the time, 7 p.m., 30 minutes. Oops, and then I lost it, but it was like a 7 here. Was that about right? 9. So it's 7:39. So you've got to do the math in your head, and you've got to do it pretty quickly because it shuts off. The way you set this is you hold this down, and then you can cycle through each of these. Now, once it's on, if I'm quick and I hit it again, it'll actually tell me the date. So it's on the 3, March. Oh man, I lost it again already. And then it's only going to cycle through these top 3 numbers, obviously, because there's only 31 days. It's a 10 and a 3. So it's saying 3:13 over here. So you can get the date. Again, you've got to be pretty quick because I guess it's trying to preserve the battery. The back looks like it's just one of these press-on backings. I doubt it's very water resistant. And given the fact that, one, it actually cycles through all the lights just to tell you the time, is not very good for quickly getting time. I don't know what I would use this for. If you like the design, you want to save some money and just buy something that you can knock around, awesome. 15 bucks, you really can't go wrong. You want something that's a little different than everyone else, this is definitely it. But there would probably be ways to have all these pieces lit up with like an LCD that's backlit, so that it's always telling the time, but it's not necessarily always lit. That way you have a little bit more functionality. You can look at it a lot more, and you don't always have to push it because these lights are pretty bright. You fire that sucker on in your office, and everyone's going to know you just checked the time because you know, they're going to see these blue streaks of light fill the room. Anyway, YouYouPifa LED style bracelet watch band that tells time like they tell time at Cylon Baystar headquarters. Peter Von Panda out.